Star Citizen Alpha 3.17 is now out to first wave PTU. You should check out my video on that. The initial build is pretty unstable, but we've got a load of other news for you as well. A roadmap update, a dev response on reputation system, updates and plans, and various questions and their answers posed by Sandy Gardner to various Cloud Imperium employees. So let's start with the roadmap. The Miss Calais has now been confirmed to be part of Alpha 3.17's initial release. However, Cloud Imperium also wanted to confirm that the RSI Scorpius heavy fighter is on track to be released in a subsequent patch, a 3.17.x patch. I believe this likely to be at Fleet Week towards the end of May in a 3.17.1 patch. That makes sense to me. Slightly confusingly, Alpha 3.19 and 3.20 have appeared on the roadmap release view, but with the text that says check back closer to this quarter to view release goals. This is in line with what Cloud Imperium have said with their new strategy to only show the next major patch on release view, but also begs the question, why are these even here until they're needed if that is the case? It's a bit weird. Some people have been sort of questioning, well, 3.20, does that mean that we're not getting 4.0 this year? From what I can tell, having 3.20 on there is no indication that 3.20, the Q4 patch, won't actually just be called 4.0 if Pyro is ready. We just don't know. We don't have enough information yet, but we'll keep on poking CIG for more of a comment. We also had an item added to the progress tracker for Squadron 42, the checkpoint and skip point tool. This is the creation of an editor tool as part of the Subsumption Visualizer, which allows the creation of files defining setups for specific checkpoints, such as spawned entities, their position, and loadouts. Yes, a very minor roadmap update this week. Hopefully in a few weeks' time we shall see a much more meaty one for 3.18. There was a thread on the reputation system asking a variety of questions on how the system will evolve, with CIG's Stormknife answering some of the questions. Going forward, will the reputation system be included with each profession? Yes, if that profession has sufficient content in-game to support it. It would seem refueling and medical is more of a gameplay mechanic currently. Will these be incorporated into the reputation system soon? Those would currently fall under the insufficient content category. While we could put reputation in for that right now, it wouldn't have the amount of content that reps like bounty hunting or security have, and those don't have anywhere near as much as we would like them to. So the tasks for setting up reputations for refueling or medical professions are a lower priority than other design tasks on our plate. For me personally, this is the biggest factor at the moment why there isn't a medical or refueling sort of reputation addition that sort of brings those together, but it's not the only one. It's just not a priority at the moment. There's other things they want to get in the game that have reputation systems as part of them, like bounty hunting, it seems. Is the team's task list too full when other professions or gameplay come online for the team to roll out reputation with new features? Limited bandwidth does affect this in part, yes. The US Persistent Universe team is currently handling a pretty heavy workload with a relatively small team. We're fitting quick reputation tasks where we can, but they of course have to be balanced against things like implementing and maintaining shops, including the new selling feature, service beacons, cargo, dynamic events, the player trading app, various pieces of back-end tech, etc. How mature is the reputation system and how much will it grow? So it's definitely not in a fully mature system yet, and yes, that is also a factor in not focusing on going too wide with the content yet. The incoming edition of Reputation Driving Hostility is a small step towards where it should be, but the additional system expansions, such as reputation changes when you kill a member of an org, and actual perk system, etc., would be preferred before we put dozens more orgs and reps in-game, to avoid building up a data debt that we then need to go back and clean up later. That's not a hard rule by any means, but it all adds up to a priority decision. It's all about balancing and a balancing act on a team, project, and company level. Too long didn't read. Every major facet of the game should interact with reputation of one kind or another. Eventually, many more reps are on the list, but are currently deprioritized, mostly while they wait for dependencies. We also had Sandy Roberts on Twitter asking some Star Citizen devs and employees again more questions, which I will summarise here. We had Cloud Imperium Games' Xylo asked a couple of questions. Does the new studio mean we could see Montreal being added to the annual CitizenCon venue rotation. And just as a little side note, this is all Montreal studio based. They are looking forward to having physical citizen cons again. Montreal is not one they currently plan on having a citizen con at, but never say never. What are you excited to share in Star Citizen that you're working on? The revamp to the community hub is what Zylo said. This will be great for people creating and browsing content. Updates are going to come super soon, apparently, so we can look forward to that. Sandy also asked Turbulence head honcho Benoit Beauséjour 3 questions that were answered in French, so apologies for any mistranslation or confusion. How many staff work at the Montreal studio was first asked. Funnily enough, it's 42 apparently. While it would be fun to stop at this number, Benoit said they want to continue to expand and develop the teams there. They obviously want to expand the studio out, I believe, to, I think it's 100 people. What challenges have they run into or expect to run into from transitioning a web-based development studio into a game development studio? So it sounded like Benoit is saying that he wants to continue to hire high-quality team members to expand out the studio and create new teams for its game studio elements. They're not just going, you guys that are great at making websites and Star Mappy type things, you are now game development rather than website development. They're doing both, but they're expanding out their studio for more game studio elements, and are going to keep doing that. What are you excited for Star Citizen? He sounded like he wanted to make the game accessible everywhere, potentially mainstream, and he is really excited about various gameplay. Gameplay is a big focus. Gameplay. I didn't think there was anything hugely tangible about what Benoit was saying, but I do think it's useful to hear what employees are saying, especially when they appear on social media, answering questions from Sandy, that sort of stuff, and I do want to see more of this. I do think that sometimes we're going to see fantastic nuggets of interesting info here, and I like the teams being more sort of interactive and getting involved with the community, and this is a great example of that. Boom, that's it for your Star Citizen update video. Cloud Imperium appear to be pumping out quite a lot of little bits of content for us, along with Alpha 3.17 going to first wave PTU, however unstable it is, so expect to see a load more videos over the next few days. I am interested in knowing what you think. Do you like the little questions and answers appearing on social media, even if some of those questions and answers aren't massively tangible game development questions, and more sort of like, what do you reckon about this? What do you like about this? Sort of maybe even it's just meeting employees. Are you excited for reputation system updates, even if they might be a little bit further out? Do you expect the Scorpius to be in 3.17.1 around May time with the Fleet Week? Or do you expect it to be before that or after that? Have you been playing Alpha 3.17 First Wave PTU? What's it been like for you? Has it been fantastic? You're like, oh, this is River and this cool stuff and all the new locations and interesting stuff and refueling? Or has it been hellish and you can't log in and everything's imploding? Also, the faces and heads are pretty cool. They actually look a lot better. Anyway, whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I was feeling tired and sluggish. I found out that I was allergic to adverts and malware in 2022, which means I can't use the internet. If only there was a service that could help. Wait! There is! NordVPN.com/BoredGamer! It's NordVPN that I use, and it blasts away a load of my advert and malware-based concerns, while allowing me to freely explore the internet. Maybe I want to be in the USA today, and pretend that I'm an American. What's this? Now I'm down under in the Australias? Wait, now I'm in the UK. Okay, I live there. That is less impressive. NordVPN has done so much for me. Sign up with the links below or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For April 2022, we're giving away an Origin 400i. It's a luxury exploration and touring ship, which will be great for a small crew wishing to explore the stars or try out a multitude of other gameplay. It's like a little yacht in space, a little piece of luxury. All you need to do to be in for a chance to win that is comment on any of my videos made during April 2022. More details in the description below. If you wish to further support the channel, consider clicking the join button under my videos to become a channel member or even become a Patreon. That goes a massive way in helping with our day-to-day videos and gives you a variety of little exclusives as well. But it should just make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Join today! Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if so inclined, and I'll see you in the verse.